looking at you. You're thinking that you stepped off the cover of a magazine, but girl, I know what you're up to. Like a black widow spider spinning her web, I know how the story ends. I feel once in over my heart, and I ain't falling again. No, I'm not falling, I'm not falling, I'm not falling for that. 'Cause I've been down that road with you, and girl, I ain't never going back. 'Cause a man can't forgive what he can't forget, and I ain't forgotten yet. So I'm not falling for that. They say what appears to be isn't what you always see. Girl, I know that it's true. 'Cause I see a heartache looking for a soul to take when I'm looking at you. So go ahead, strut your stuff and play those silly games. I ain't falling again. Like old Red, he said to Scarlet, frankly, dear, I don't give a damn. Oh, I'm not falling, I'm not falling, I'm not falling for that. I've been down that road with you, and girl, I ain't never going back. 'Cause a man can't forgive what he can't forget, and I ain't forgotten yet. So I'm not falling for that. Like a black widow spider spinning her web.
Service.
Take a shower and come here. That's what my hair looks like.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, along with Dangerous Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, the famous, the one, the only, you know him, you love him. Fast Eddie is also here this morning.
Good morning.
And Captain Kurt is up top, the producer of the show, doing what he does. Mike is here with the microphone. The show, as you know, is about you all. If you have questions, please raise your hand. That's what we're here to, is to talk to you people, not to just babble on about nonsense, which we can do for days.
People online also.
Yeah, people online. If you're watching online, wherever you're watching, we take your questions. That's what Captain Kurt does up there, if we can keep him awake. Another big weekend, was it not?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I don't think, for me personally, I don't think there'll be, I don't want to say better, but I want to say a musical better show than the Frontmen. They were just...
It was awesome. It was hit after hit after hit.
Just every song. For a lot of people that didn't know who the Frontmen
were, I've known Rushlow for a long time, and I know Larry pretty well. I really don't know Richie. Hi, we know each other's name, but to say I know him, like hang out with him, I don't. But I talked to Rushlow for a long time, and he was talking that they're having some difficulty because people don't know who the frontmen are. And I don't know if those guys have got deals that they can't use the band names. I was in Sawyer Brown for years. I can go out and advertise myself, Bobby Randall, formerly of Sawyer Brown. I can't say, of course, Sawyer Brown. I can't put their logo up and all of that stuff. So I don't know if there's legal ramifications that those guys have. But I'll tell you one thing, no matter what, that's a show that you'll be sorry you missed. It was really, really good. Those guys all are still singing really well, and the music was just
And what
incredible.
a band, yeah. They had a great backing
Yeah,
band.
a great band. And we need to have those guys back next year.
Absolutely.
Because I think that everybody that was here will come back again, because they still had songs that they didn't sing. Even
Right.
in their 90-minute show, they still had some other hit songs they could have done that they didn't do. So.
And they didn't do the same show. Both shows were different. They
Yep.
did a bunch of different songs on both shows,
Yep,
so it's really cool.
They did. They added some different songs. I also, while listening to the song, said, "Boy, we could do that song."
Right?
Boy, we could do that song. So I got a couple of new songs for everybody in our band that we can kind of put together and probably steal a couple of those songs.
Though, as great as that show was, the week that it kicked off for me was unbelievable. The DeSoto Tiger Testimony, those guys were unbelievable. One of the best harmonica players you'll ever hear in your life. That guy.
Yeah, that dude's like some freak show or something.
And then the two guitar players are both just fantastic. That whole band. And then how about that opening band for?
Well, the opening band was Said It All, right? And by the way,
it was not the Orange Blossom Blues Band.
well, yeah, he gets here and he goes, "Hey man, I don't have a band." I said, "Okay." Well, he said, "Well, let's put a band together." And I said, "Okay." And I felt bad because Dangerous is a much better guitar player than I am, but he is also a great bass player, and I suck at playing bass. I just can't. I mean, I could, but you wouldn't like it. So Dangerous had to play bass, and I got to play guitar, and I felt bad because I kind of thought I was stealing his slot.
But don't feel bad, because how do you think that I feel that Keith is a better bass player and a better guitar player?
Yeah, Keith's a better guitar player than all of us. But anyway, and then Nathan just killed it. Just came up. Nathan, I know a lot of you folks don't realize, but man, Nathan Smith's a really good drummer. And he came up there, and we had a blast. And when you come to see the Orange Blossom Opry Blues Band, we'll be doing a new song called Get Off Your High Horse, Baby, that I stole from J.B. Stone.
Arby.
R.B. Stone. Why do I call him J.B.? I guess because of, I don't know. There was a guy that used to work for me named J.B. Never mind. But yeah, R.B. Stone.
He actually sent me a song that we could do with our regular country show too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do Get Off Your High Horse, Baby.
It's called Streets of Albuquerque.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Cool. Did he write it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he had released it a couple years ago, but I guess it didn't get very much traction. But
Really good. Well, while we're on the blues thing, let me cover here real quickly, everybody. I guess from here to the end of eternity, our blues shows are going to be BOGO. So if you want to come to the blues shows, all of them are going to be BOGO. Excuse me, beer, wine, all that. I sneezed 11 times this morning. I got up, I was fine, I had my mushroom coffee, I went out in the garage and I started sneezing. I sneezed 11 times. I thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, yeah, all the blues shows from here on out, I think, are going to be that. Yeah, are going to be BOGO. So we want to make sure that you're all aware.
And if you don't have your tickets, tomorrow is the show to come to see.
Well,
Yeah, because we have Eric Johansson in the house, and he's going to be amazing. Sean Chambers, his opening act. If you remember the group from the 70s, Savoy Brown, the Savoy Brown rhythm section, they're his backing band. Savoy Brown will be backing Sean Chambers, and then of course we have a really, really incredible act on the patio tomorrow too.
yeah, let's talk about that. Dangerous Dave will be on the patio tomorrow. Y'all come out and
It'll
see
be
that.
me.
Hey, let me just.
and Charlene.
I want to do just a little research marketing thing. Everybody, be honest. Do not lie. If you lie, I will come out there and mess up your hair. Anybody in here at all coming to the blues shows? 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay. I want to make sure of that. I want to make sure we're not trying to sell Hondas to Harley people. Good. Well, the blues, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to sit out here and preach to people that don't care. Yeah, this guy's out there going, screw that. Okay.
At BOGO, if they're going to come listen to She and I, they might as well get a couple of tickets and come in and see the show afterwards, too.
Yeah, they take donuts for tips.
Yeah, they take donuts for tips. She and I will be out there tomorrow. That'll be awesome, because I'll probably come and see that. And I need to come and check out Eric Johansson.
He's amazing.
As well, because I talked to him the other day, and nice fella. And awesome, like you said, awesome show. So, you blues folks out there, come see Dave and his wife, because they're pretty awesome. Who came to see you? Mike come see you yesterday?
No, Kurt and Karen came to see us.
Oh, Kurt and Karen came down. Yeah, they came down yesterday?
And Bob came out to see us.
Yeah, where were you? Hey, Bob, where were you?
We were at the Shed in Homosassa.
Oh, yeah, I saw it online.
Also known as McRae's.
McRae's, yeah. Actually, it's the Shed at McRae's is the name of the little venue.
So it's the Shed at McRae's in Homosassa.
Yeah.
And then so
right
to
on
put
the
it
water.
out, it'd be She and I at the Shed or Dust McRae's at Homosassa.
When are you going to play that one with the shrimp place over there in Homosassa? You know, where they just take the shrimp right out and broil it.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's way out in Dirt Road.
Have we been there, Mike? No?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Something about the freezer.
The freezer
or
is,
something,
yeah.
We don't want to go to the freezer? There's people saying we do, and you're saying no or yes?
They don't have bands.
Oh, they don't have music?
They have a jukebox.
Bob's saying go to the freezer. Well,
Yeah, I got to get back there. I was there one time, and I was blown away.
Did you like it, Eddie?
Yeah, yeah.
Mike needs to take us there on one of our rides. We talked about it, we just never did it. So, all right.
Thumbs up, or you got a question?
Do we have a
Bob?
question?
If you have
out
a question, put your hand up, because we'd rather talk to you all than this. Anyway, so just make note of that, everybody. All the blues shows from now on out are going to be BOGO from here on out. I got a big news for Eddie today. Eddie, your song Neon Moon turns 35 years old today. How about that? All
So
right.
they can bury it. That means they can bury it. Yeah.
You know, I believe Captain Kurt, you're the producer up there, but I think that Ronnie wrote that song before Brooks and Dunn. I know when Tim Dubois actually took both of those guys, they did not know each other, and called them into the record company. Kix had been a pretty good, had pretty good success as a songwriter, and Ronnie was trying to get something going but couldn't on his own. So Tim Dubois had this idea, hey, I'll put these two guys together. So he called them in, and they had a meeting, and he said, I got an idea. Why don't you two guys go out and try to write a song or two and see what you come up with? And if you guys can write something that's pretty good, I'm thinking about maybe adding a duo to our record label. So they went home, or wherever they went, and they wrote, I saw the light, I've been baptized. And
Brand New Man.
And they wrote Brand New Man. So they came back and said, well, here's one thing we just came up with. Actually, Don Cook got on there as well. I think his line was, anyway, it doesn't matter. But they came back with it, and so away they go. They signed them as a duo and started, putting out records on them. And Ronnie had already had in his pocket Neon Moon. He'd already written that song before he even got to Nashville. And I don't know if he wrote Boot Scootin' Boogie during that time or if he had written that before too.
No,
but,
it was before, because Asleep at the Wheel had released it before.
What?
Boot Scoot Boogie.
Really? Did Ronnie not write that by himself?
No, he wrote it by himself, but
Oh, they released it
they
after?
released it. No, they released it before Brooks and Dunn was even together.
I wonder how they got the song.
He pitched it to him.
Oh, he did? He sent it to him? You dumbass, he sent it to him. Yes.
Here's a trivia question. What is the B-side to Neon Moon?
Well, there is no B-side, is there? Because it wasn't a 45.
Oh, it probably was
Cheating on the
for
Blues.
jukeboxes.
It's what?
Cheating on the Blues.
Was there, wow, 35 years ago, I guess there were still jukeboxes,
Sure,
Eddie?
they were. Yeah.
Wow. Well, B-sides was always was a thing. That's what my records all were, B-sides. But, I mean, my Reba McEntire was the B-side of a song called I'm Not That Lonely Yet. that she had, but I had the B-side of that. I was a B-side kind of guy with my songwriting. But if you were the guy that wrote the B-side of White Christmas, what's that song? Anybody know what that is? No. Irving Berlin wrote White Christmas. What was the B-side? Going once, going twice. See? Y'all don't know nothing. But I don't either. But Captain Kurt will look it up for you. But that record, see, you used to, as a songwriter, I know I was a songwriter. I know everybody's a songwriter, but I was like a songwriter that got paid and had to write songs. You got paid as mechanicals back then, meaning when you sold a record, a mechanical thing like this, you got a percentage of it. And if you were on the B side, there it is. What is it?
Let's start the new year right.
Is it also an Irving Berlin song or somebody else?
Let's see here.
But if you were on the B side, you made as much money in sales as the guy on the A side because you
Yes, it was an Irving Berlin song.
It was. And so it was that it. Neon Moon was released in 91, Boot Scootin' Boogie in 92. So, and not to get onto songwriting, but that's how people used to I made a lot of money writing songs. But you used to, like when you're on an album, if you were on a Garth Brooks record and his record sold 1 million records and you just had a song on there, you sold 1 million records. Even if you didn't get, and then if you happened to get airplay, that was even like 3 times as much money. So that's how guys got wealthy writing songs, which has all gone away.
Yep.
Thanks to, because there's no, the best way I can explain it is if all of us in this room, had a piece of this cup, if we made this cup or made it, and every time this cup sold, you got a penny or you got $100 every time this cup sold. Well, that was the way records worked. You worked out a deal and you got a piece of this record. Generally, it was just a normal guy'd get like 6 cents or 8 cents. But that's a lot of money if it sells 1 million records, or in Garth's case, 5 million records. So, but
in Billy Ray Cyrus's case, it was 7 million.
Yeah. So, but now all that's gone. So there's no tangible money. That's why all the great songwriters have left town, and that's why the new music sucks.
Well, thanks to the streaming platforms, the artists and songwriters get 1/8 of 1 cent per stream.
Yeah, you get
especially for you B-side guys.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
No, I don't practice Googling myself. Why would I?
I Googled you.
Nice. And
it says you're the former lead guitarist for Sawyer Brown and a member of Confederate Railroad, and you have written and recorded more than 200 original songs, including Over, Under, and Around, recorded by Reba McEntire.
Correct. I don't brag much about that, but that just thanks. So I always laugh. I don't want to pick on anybody, but people come up and say, I'm a songwriter. And I said, oh, really? Yeah. I said, well, play me the song that's made you the most money. So that's how you just find out if you're a songwriter or not. My friend Arlos Smith, who I was just talking to yesterday, moved back in West Virginia. He wrote Mayberry for Rascal Flatts. I miss Mayberry, that song. Everybody hated it, too. They'd tell him, he'd play it at songwriting rounds, and they'd go, man, that song sucks. Don't play that song for anybody, he thinks. Don't play that song for anybody. It's terrible. Rascal Flatts recorded it. His first check was like $750,000. So Arlos living in the big house. All right. Last week we also had a great show. I want to thank all you folks, and I want you to give Eddie a big round of applause for helping our Thursday nights go from 90 tickets. There was I think we were at 120. This Thursday, we are about 40 tickets shy of hitting 500 people. So God bless you folks for making that show happen. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Great guest last week. Kim Hilton was here. I've always liked Kim. Kim is an older guy that he still sings pretty good and comes out and sings a couple of those old songs. They were awesome. And let me talk about Jake Reynolds, I'll get that to you.
That reminds me, did you ever get your Jeep back? Didn't Jake take off with your Jeep?
Jake Reynolds took off with my Jeep. Upcoming hours. And Jenny Pegrossi was here, who's one of a handful. There's a bunch of really top-notch singers. Not that there's bad. I mean, there's some really, really good singers, and then there's the bottom of the barrel, like John Johnson guys that come around.
Yeah.
John's going to go get my guitar and sing for you here in a minute. He doesn't know it. But Jenny Pegrossi is one of the, she's awesome, man. She's an awesome person. And that was last week. We have a Facebook question. Bring it.
From Cheryl Miller.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, did I see this correctly? I know Danger and Keith are lefties, but I noticed that Keith plays his bass with the strings upside down.
That's
that
correct.
Some out-of-the-box stuff. Impressive.
That's very true. And it's a funny story if you go back, because Keith, I'm letting his big secret out. A lot of people don't realize Keith is actually right-handed, but when he was learning to play, he just picked the guitar up and played it the other way. But his dad, being a musician, got him a left-handed guitar to begin with. So he started with the big string on the top, and he was playing, and he got tired of when he would go sit in with somebody else, he would just take their guitar and turn it upside down. So he told his dad, I'm just going to play with the big string on the bottom because that's how everybody else's guitar is. Well, I was the opposite. I started with the big string on the bottom, and when I was learning to play lead guitar, I wanted a B bender, and I couldn't figure out how to get a B bender with the backwards. So I relearned with the big string on the top. So I play with the big string on the top. Keith plays with the big string on the bottom, but I can still play with the big string on the bottom, and Keith can still play with the big string on the top. So we can both play either way. He's better with the big string on the bottom. On bass, I feel like I play better with the big string on the bottom. And last Thursday, when we were playing back in R.B. Stone, and I just grabbed the Opry's P bass, a right-handed P bass, and just played it upside down all night. And I can do that. I just don't prefer to do that.
Wow. That's like amazingly over my head. Now, Eddie, Eddie, you wear your underwear upside down, which is similar.
Yeah.
Similar to what they're talking about.
Or backwards.
Or backwards.
Oh, that way you can wear them 4 times.
Yeah, you just put them in
Forward,
different positions.
backwards, inside out, backwards again.
All right. The Beatles show was awesome. Those guys were good. The 64 Beatles tribute show, that was almost sold out. That was.
You know what was funny? Tim Russell came in Saturday, and he's like, "You guys had 64 Beatles tribute last night?" He goes, "That's my favorite Beatles tribute ever."
Yeah.
He was all bummed out that he missed them.
Well, you know what? In 64, John Lennon was in his 20s. That's a fair assessment. The guy playing John Lennon in the Beatles was 72 years old in real life. And he came out looking like John Lennon, and I went, what? How'd that happen? So he had it going on. His name's Mark. That's the only guy I got to know real well, or not real well, but got to chat with.
Interesting fact about that 64 tribute is if you looked at their stage set was set up exactly like the Beatles used to set up, with the exact same instruments that the Beatles used during that period of time. And because those instruments are so hard to find, Mark actually made the bass guitar, the 12-string electric guitar, and the black John Lennon guitar. He made them, manufactured them.
He told me that the Beatles were not really guitar-oriented guys like you or Keith. I don't want to.
They just used what was available.
They just played crappy stuff. They had flat wound strings on those guitars. I don't know how they made those things sound like that. They said if they broke one string, they just replaced one string. Instead of. I guess my dad probably did that too, I think, because I remember him. My dad used black diamond strings. Anyway, they were awesome. Moving on, Valentine's Day. Holy crap, Valentine's Day. I was going to get my wife something for Valentine's Day. And it's best to show her what I'm thinking about getting her as opposed to getting her something she doesn't like. So can never go wrong with shoes. Once we agreed on the shoes, I said, okay, I'll get you these shoes for Valentine's Day. Out of stock. So my wife's getting nothing for Valentine's Day until it comes back in stock. Let's see, we talked about Wednesday, the blues thing. Thursday's classic country here at the Orange Blossom Opry. This Thursday, I believe the show's almost sold out. And we have a couple special treats for you because I have a couple of special guests that are going to come out on the classic country night and sing for you, and it's going to be awesome. Do you have a question, Bob?
Bob from Long Island.
Good morning.
What was the song that made you the most money that you wrote? You had said something about another artist.
Well, I made some money on Sawyer Brown songs, but I made a lot. Let's see. I made a lot of money. I'm not going to disclose. I made a lot of money off of Marshall Tucker record I recorded. They recorded that I wrote, and Mickey Gilley made me some money. I made some money on. I was on one of Ty Herndon one of Ty's records. I don't know, but some of it was pretty substantial. I blew it all on drugs, though.
Okay. Question 2. Because you couldn't get the shoes, they're out of stock. This weekend, the demo trucks are coming from Harley to Gator.
Yeah.
And all the new 26s will be out there, the new CVOs. Maybe you could select a gift for your lovely little slice of heaven from...
I bought a new motorcycle last year.
Well, there's newer ones out now.
I don't even have
The last thing I wanted to ask about is I just picked up this set of String Joy guitar strings made in
Nashville.
Right.
How'd you get them?
I saw them on YouTube, and I just, at 2 o'clock in the morning, you do weird shit.
Now, SAR.
Especially if you're unsupervised.
Now, SAR is a New York term for you saw.
Yeah.
Right.
SAR. I'm just messing with you.
It's fine.
Because I love you. You know that.
I'm from Tidy where dogs bark and boys twipe.
Yeah.
So I understand that, But you guys know about this String Joy company?
I reached out to those guys because, we need a marketing person for our band. Probably, there's not many artists that are in front of any more people than we are. And I reached out to them to see if I could get them to do something, and they kind of balked. And now they send me emails every day. But I'm still buying my own damn strings, aren't you, Dangerous?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But they...
Not Keith, though. Keith gets his strings for free.
Keith gets his strings for free.
But he's been with Ernie Ball for like 30 years. So.
Yeah. If they knew how many people we were playing in front of and how many artists came here and how much we could help them, they might do something. String Joy, if you're listening or if somebody knows them. But they won't budge. They didn't want to do anything.
And speaking of endorsements, I'm still waiting for Big Ben's Nut Sauce to call me back.
He hasn't come, yeah? Who did I see wearing a Big Ben shirt that I thought was weird this weekend? Somebody else,
we see him every now and again.
Yeah, somebody had one. I don't know where it is.
But, and I'll tell you, that product really does work. I love it because I played outside on Sunday, and Maya Anderson stayed in perfect tune all day.
Oh, great. Let's see. So we were closed for the weekend, Super Bowl. Anybody happy with the Super Bowl? I was. I was glad Seattle won because my uncle who passed away last summer was a big Seahawks fan, and I was telling him, I don't think he was listening, but that they had won the thing. I did watch I know there's a bunch of controversy about the show, but I watched Bugs Bunny on the weekend. I didn't find anything offensive about it because I couldn't understand anything he was saying.
See, that's the problem.
So
if you understood, if you knew what he was saying, you'd probably be pretty offended.
Yeah, once I found out what he was saying, it was like horrible. Why in God's name would you? Some of that stuff was like, and my buddies know I got pretty foul mouth. I have the tendency to swear, but there are swear words that I don't use I don't use a lot of that language, and it's like, good grief, buddy. But anyway, we'll move on from that, but I did watch it, so that helped the ratings, and that made me mad.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Michael Andrew and Swingerhead will be here next Friday. That's a pretty cool show if you dig that Frank Sinatra kind of stuff. When the shark bites and the bee stings. Sing it, y'all. Nobody knows the words. Awesome. All right. ABBA will be here on Valentine's Day on Saturday. I think both of those shows are sold out. We're going to just keep talking until one of y'all come up with some more questions about something. Just raise your little patty.
But you know what? We have a special announcement about Sunday's show.
What show is Sunday?
Kurt, do you have it?
Oh, yeah, Keith's got it, yeah. Can you run Keith's promo? He'll find it.
Yeah.
We got a question, go ahead. We'll wait till that's over.
Joanne from New Hampshire.
Hey, New Hampshire.
Yeah, it's 21 below up there.
You can have it.
Do you think we'll ever see Charlene on Thursday nights?
See who?
Charlene.
Oh, maybe so.
Possibly, yeah. We've talked about it. The problem is Charlene actually has a job.
So a real job.
She works, so it's really hard for her to come because she would have to literally get off of work, come straight here, sing, go home, go to bed, and get up and do work the next day. So it's pretty difficult for her to do it. But we've talked about it, so hopefully we can work it out. Maybe have her take the day off or something.
Yeah, or just quit that job.
Because for Wednesday when we're out on the patio, she actually did take the day off. Okay, we're ready for our Sunday show announcement.
Here we go.
This is Keith Horn here at the Hans Blossom Opry. One of the shows I am looking so forward to coming here is Yachtly Crew. Yachtly Crew music is the era of my late teen years to early 80s that I grew up on, and it's my favorite music probably of all. And it's songs like Making Your Way Down on Baker Street, Light in your head and dead on your feet, another crazy day, drink the night away and forget about everything. Jerry Rafferty and stuff like, have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the queen of hearts every time? Little River Band, Orleans, you're still the one that makes me laugh. You're still the one that's
I didn't know you knew all those songs.
Half. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. Songs like that. I mean, really good, feel-good rock songs. Soft rock, you know. So, y'all please come see us. They're here February 15th. Get your tickets before it sells out. And I'm going to be right there watching them. Can't wait.
There you go. Keith Horn, everybody.
Yeah, Keith knows all them songs, man.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is he does a duo, or rather he does a solo show, and he can do all that stuff with a looper and sing and accompany himself on a lot of them songs.
I think Keith Horn might be the one guy, let me think here before I speak, that might know more songs than me, because his
palette.
Yeah, is a little bit wider than mine. I mean, I know probably 2,000 or 3,000 songs maybe, but that dude, man, because he knows all that stuff. Then he knows all this jazz and funk stuff, but he can also sing you Porter Wagner song if you want to hear it. So,
and maybe he will on Thursday.
Speaking of Porter Wagner, we're doing a Porter Wagner song on our show. The Classic Country Show will be doing Carroll County's pointed out as kind of square. Karen, how often do you change strings? You go first.
Well, it depends on which guitar. On my guitars, I change my strings. I hate to say it, but not nearly as often as I should. My favorite guitars, I'll usually change them, once or twice a month. I have my baritone. I don't think I've changed the strings on that in a year.
Well, I have a couple of different guitars I use for acoustic, so I'll wear one, play one, and then the strings get bad. Speaking of my guitars, I'm bummed out. I've been playing for the last few months my dad's guitar, and somehow it's a 1959. So what is it? 63, 5, 7, 6, whatever. 60 some years old, and I broke it in half. In the back, Dangerous looked at it and went,
"It's got a crack."
I cracked it. So if you turn it over, the back cracked all the way up the middle of it. So JR is supposed to come by sometime, and
it's this crazy weather. The humidity, it dried out and it split the wood.
Yeah, I don't know what happened back there. Back's always fine, but when it got real cold, they turned the heat on back there, which they should. And in our little dressing rooms, it must have got warmer or something, because I had a bunch of my guitar niggas go like that. And I literally watched the pegs. I was holding my violin and watched the pegs like some horror movie spin right out. I've never seen that happen before. Just went, every one of them went, boop, 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 and the strings all went flat on it from the weather. Anyway.
Speaking of spinning out, Eddie's got some stuff up here.
What's that?
Eddie's got some stuff.
Yeah, what do you got going up there, Eddie?
This is super. Well, a couple of things. The booklets are actually probably the rarest thing that I've got from the Opry of the 10 plus years that I've been here. all the big stars that these are concert books that you used to get in the 80s and I think in the 90s when you would go to a venue where it was like those package shows, they would have who's on it for the whole season. And a lot of those are signed. There's probably, I don't know.
You know what they used to do is those guys, I remember because when I was a kid, I'd go to those shows, and usually it was the bus driver or one of the guys in the band would go right through the crowd hawking souvenirs, hawking, what was it? I don't know what it was, but I can remember that old cigarette commercial. Can you all? What the guy was, cigars, cigarettes, but they used to go brochure. I can't remember what they said, but they would sell stuff going, instead of having a merchandise thing like they have now, those guys would go right through the aisles in those auditoriums selling.
Yeah, kind of like the sports, you know, peanuts and stuff.
Since that book's full of the big stars on the floor there, is there any chance that I'm in that book?
You're on one of them.
I am.
I think you're on a couple of them.
Yeah,
the one, actually, you're the only Sawyer Brown member on that signed it. And then I think the other one, Mark, and you signed it, I think.
Well, if you want me to get it signed, I will.
Yeah. The other picture was a really cool promo that I've got of Little Texas when, of course, they came here without Tim. But Tim was blown away when he seen that picture because that was when he was really young, and that's a really cool picture. But Tim Russell, you know, I knew Larry Stewart because we had Restless Heart here before. I didn't know the gentleman from
Richie.
Yeah, Richie, but Tim is the coolest dude you ever meet. Karen and I are back trying to get pictures with all these guys backstage because they're all kind of scattered talking to different. So we get a picture of everybody except Tim solo. We got a group shot with him, but so Karen's going, when she's leaving, she's going, man, I forgot to get one with Tim. And she's a big Little Texas fan. So Tim comes out after everybody leaves, and he's over here talking to Val. And I said, Tim, Karen, our photographer, she can get a solo picture with you. Can I get a solo picture with you? And I'll tease her with it. So after I took a solo shot with him, we turned around and he recorded a video for going, hi, Karen, boy, I came out here just looking for you, and I missed you, sorry about it. So it was really cool. I sent that to Karen. She
probably not as happy as you were.
No, definitely, but it was really cool. Tim was a super nice guy. Man, he was really blown away with her. He wanted to go out and looked at the lobby, and he really was, he had never been here before. So it was really cool.
He is also the brainchild behind the Frontmen. That was his idea, his baby. And I don't know how it's set up, but Russell was the guy that had the idea and got all that, made all that happen.
There's a video floating around of him singing with you guys as well.
Yeah, it's also his idea of Little Texas was his whole brainchild, his band and his whole thing as well too. Yeah, that was one of the coolest things is when you was getting started, and aren't we all? I said Tim's son River is getting started in the music business as well. We wish him well with that. It was cool because we come out here and just rehearse and goof around and just do whatever to make sure Nathan, all of our instruments are working and everything. Nobody's ever here. And Rushlow was there. And I said, hey, get up here and sing a song with us, man. Come up here and sing something. He looked at me and I said, well, we know God Bless Texas, and we could play it almost like the record, almost probably as good as a record. So he jumped up on stage, and it was kind of a treat for all the guys in the band to get to play that song with the guy that really sang it. I mean, no big deal, but it was kind of a cool deal. So.
And Tim was blown away by Dougie's slide steel guitar.
Yeah, well, because I don't know who played. I don't know who played that on their record.
It was Porter.
Was it Porter?
Yeah.
But Dougie had it down right note for note, just right down perfect. So, anyway, that was a lot of great shows coming again, though, y'all. Just pick up one of those pamphlets. I don't want to sit up here and talk about shows all day. But a lot of great shows still coming. A lot of shows I'm looking out there through the ticket sales. A lot of those shows are sold out. So I always say this to everybody. If you're interested in coming to a show, or you're even thinking about coming to a show, you might want to grab your tickets early because that's what's going on. We'll take some more questions, and if we don't do that, where's John?
He's going after a guitar.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, something I wanted to mention about the Valentine's show. If you have your tickets, they're going to be giving out flowers and candy to the Valentine's guests. Yeah. So,
awesome. Why don't they give out donuts now? That would be something that would be worthwhile.
Well, you kind of feel bad about Sandy not getting a Valentine's gift. Well, I've got you beat, pal.
What happened?
Valentine's Day is the 14th. Charlene's birthday is the 12th.
Oh, man.
So I have a birthday and Valentine's next week.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And you've got them taken care of, right?
Hey, I got to tell you, tell you this, y'all. If you think about somebody in your life that has everything, I mean, not like that, not like Rolls Royces, that kind of has everything, but has everything that you need. Yesterday, I needed 2 cement blocks. So I went to Ace Hardware and I said, I'll buy 2 cement blocks. Well, Ace Hardware doesn't carry cement blocks anymore. And I live up that way. And I didn't want to drive to Lowe's. And I didn't want to drive to Home Depot because that's that way. So I thought, who would I know that might have 2 cement blocks? So I called up Dangerous and I said, man, listen, I know this sounds weird, but is there any chance you might have a couple of cement blocks at your house? I said, and he said, wait a minute, I'll call you back. So he calls me back. Did you go over to the neighbors and like knock them out of the foundation or something?
No, actually, I had a big stack of them, and I was trying to throw them out.
Yeah.
And the landfill doesn't take concrete.
Oh, they don't?
Nuh-uh. So I've been busting them up little by little and putting them in the flower bed to keep weeds from growing.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I didn't know if I had any left, and those were the last 2 I had left.
So he calls me back and said, I've only got 2. And I said, oddly enough, that's all I need. So, but boy, I opened up a can of worms. I want to rake, what do they call that stuff? Like aerate or my lawn. So I've got this thing that's got all these forks on the back. You have to put 2 cement blocks on it and pull it behind your tractor. I pulled it down the lawn once and went, oh my God. It took me a half an hour to rake everything all up. So I'm out on that maybe. Hey, John Johnson's here. Can you, Eddie, can you sing up there or you want him to sing down here?
Yeah.
Don't run off, Eddie. We'll let, you all know John. Everybody say hello to John. I don't know when he's playing here again. We have him scheduled a bunch.
Well, I know when he happens to be playing the patio.
When's he playing the
He's
porch?
playing the patio on the 19th.
Yes, and I was on the patio Saturday for the first
you were?
show of the Frontman, and thank you to everybody that came out and listened. By the way, this is an unpaid advertisement. If you're missing the Party on the Patio shows, you're missing out. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I had a blast. So thank you to everybody that came out. My wife even came.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And she listened to most of the first song. But it was yeah, she was inside at the bar. No, she doesn't drink, so I better take that back. But it was a blast, and I can't wait to be back on Thursday the 19th. That's going to be a good show because Mary is going to be singing that night, I think.
Yep.
And Mary and I went to high school together.
Mary
Shanner.
Oh, Mary Shaner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary
guys-
Shanner and I went
Thursday.
to high school together, and we graduated in 2015.
Did you go to school with Roger? Roger, did you guys go to school together?
No, we were rivals.
Oh, you were rivals?
Yeah, I was at Wildwood, and he was at.
So there's going to be a Rumble next Thursday, is what
Yeah,
you're
there's
saying?
a Rumble. Yes.
So we have a brawl on the patio.
Yes.
Yeah.
But thank you, Dave, for asking me to be out there, and I look forward to other ones. Yes.
So why don't you do us your favorite song from Saturday's show?
Put me on the spot because I don't play any Little Texas, Restless Heart, or
Love
from
song?
my show or from that show.
Well,
Just sing with
either
your-
way.
Hey, you know what? Eddie might want you to sing Neon Moon.
Yeah.
That's the 35th anniversary.
I did have a request for that, and I said, no, Eddie's inside, and he can hear it. So
Oh, I'd have played it loud.
how about, I had several people ask me about this guy out of Texas. I know Dave's a big fan, guy Cody Jinks. Who
Show of hands, how many people know who Cody Jinks is?
Yeah.
4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not probably the crowd for Cody Jinks. Moving on.
Moving on.
Need to know your audience. Remember
and by
that.
the way, the songwriters, yes, it's 0.3 of a penny. Please go listen to my songs on Spotify.
Yeah, that's what
If
it
you don't
is.
like them, turn it down, turn the volume down, and just let it put on repeat. I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Now I've got Neon Moon stuck in my head, and I can't get it out of there. Does that ever happen to you, Bobby?
Yep.
Never.
Yeah, I got to tell you this. I don't know why, but yesterday when I was out working in the yard, I had a Sawyer Brown song stuck in my head like half the day. And I'm just out there by myself working and going, trying to get it knocked out. But, well, you got 1,000 songs to sing.
Yeah, I do. Let's
Watch
see.
this. How many people know who Merle Haggard is? Everybody in the room.
Everybody in
Know
the
your audience. There you go.
Everybody in the room. I was born the running kind.
Yeah.
Leaving always on my mind. Home was never home to me at any time. Every front door found me hoping I'd find that back door open. There just had to be an exit for the running kind. In me there's a prison surrounding me alone, as real as any dungeon with its walls of stone.
Yeah, John, yeah.
I know running's not the answer, but running's been my nature, and a part of me that keeps me moving on. I was born the running kind, with leaving always on my mind. Home was never home to me at any time. Every front door found me hoping that I'd find that back door open. There just had to be an exit for the running kind. There you go, a little Haggard for you. Thank you.
The Hag.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Where are you playing this weekend, bud?
Oh my gosh, I'm in the Villages tomorrow at Blondie's Bar.
Yep.
Thursday, 2 to 4. So then you can come out here and see this show afterwards.
Yeah.
So you can just get it all revolved around there.
Whole
Thursday,
day.
I'm up in Bronson at a really cool steakhouse. Friday the 13th, I'm taking the day off. Saturday, I'm in Ocala, and Sunday, I'm down in San Antonio, Florida, home of the Bellamy Brothers, which are coming here, by the way, in March because I'm doing a patio show before them.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
See, that's how I snagged him. I said, put all the really cool shows in front. Hey, you want to sing the patio? You come see the show.
Oh, you put it on there that he opened for the Bellamy Brothers, or kind of
There you
deal.
go.
All right,
And the front man.
any more questions? We're getting short. We got about 15 minutes left.
Got to get your questions and comments in before the show ends.
Yeah,
'cause
don't
they've got
come
a meeting
up
to
after
go
the
to.
show and go, hey, can I ask you a question? Yes, sir, good morning.
Terry, when you're pulling the bow, have you ever lost one into the audience?
No. I've had it flip off one time, but you lock it on your finger. You twill it in that part of your finger. So your finger goes through the bottom of the bow. The bow's got the nut on the bottom's got a loop in it like that you stick your thumb in when you're playing violin. If you turn it around, you stick your finger in it, and you just lock it like that. So you spin it on that part of your finger. But I've dumped it once, but never thrown it in the audience or anything.
Now, one time I was spinning my guitar around my body.
Yeah.
And the strap came off. I went to spin it, and it went, whoop, and it, bam, right on the floor.
I've never, I did it here one time. I think I had first started here, I think it was like my first week or my second week. I walked right up here to the front of the stage, and I was one of my Les Pauls. I don't know what happened, but it fell. And I didn't catch it. Usually if the guitar falls, I'm quick enough to catch it, but I didn't. And it right on the ground. I can't think of any other incidents of throwing stuff around or anything. I've had some crashes on stage, but that's doing stuff I shouldn't be doing.
Question here, Bobby.
Yep, come on.
Barry from Seattle, Washington.
Are you happy about the Seahawks?
Yes, you bet.
All right. Congratulations.
What's Dougie's background as far as he seems to be playing everything you say, so.
Well, in all those years in prison, they allowed him to.
Witness protection prohibits us from talking too much about Dougie.
Yeah. You know, Dougie's one of those guys that, are just. I think every guy in our band is like that. I don't know. Every one of them are, and that's one of the things that make our band special. I don't want to say this too much because the boss will have me doing this. He's back there, his little brain's going, not little brain, but his brain's going. And but everybody in this band can play multiple instruments, and that's just some people are like that. You know, sometimes I think in my life, had I concentrated on one instrument, I might have been to be spectacular. I might have been be able to be awesome, like incredible at one thing. But I kind of drifted around. I played violin in the orchestra, and then I got hooked on the steel guitar and all that stuff. So, but every one of the guys in this band have that, and Dougie's one of those guys. He's very accomplished at many different instruments. Dustin's like that. Dustin can play. You guys have not heard him play guitar, but he can wear a guitar out. I mean, wear it out. I don't know if you all remember a few years back when he was here, we did a Vince Gill show. Sold it out. Probably do another one next year. The music of Vince Gill, and he sold it out, and he played all the electric guitar, all the solos on Vince Gill records. He played them all and wore it out. So. You know, all these guys kind of have that ability, and Dougie's, one of the best at playing multiple instruments. Randy plays piano really well and guitar. I stumble around at a few things. But
he teaches an instructor. He loves it when you go over and ask him if you can teach him heavy metal. I've asked Dougie that a couple times.
Dougie does lessons. I always tell people when they want to learn something, Dougie's a really good teacher. I'm a terrible teacher. I don't have the patience for it. What do you mean you can't do that? But, Dougie's real easy at that.
Question
from the boss, yeah.
So you said you were only here a couple of weeks and you were playing guitar and dropped it. But actually, when you first came, you were playing steel.
Yeah,
subbing for Doug while he was taking care of some business back in Iowa.
I did.
Segueing into that and what you're talking about, is there four of you that play steel?
Yeah, or own steels.
I'm still getting, and I imagine you are too, still requests to maybe have a steel night.
Yeah, we might do that. We talked about that before. It depends on what you people be up for seeing. I don't want to do something where 15 people show up, but I play steel, Keith plays steel, Dustin plays steel, and Dougie. And we thought about just putting 4 steel guitars across the front one night and just trying to do something like that for a show.
Well, the hardest thing is we're going to have to find a left-handed steel for Keith because he does play steel left-handed.
Look, last night, I've got a steel back there, and I got one at my house. And there's a steel for sale right now on Facebook. Did you see that?
That Showbud?
That Showbud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was texting the guy last night because he's got a Nashville 400 with it, that's probably about a $400 or $500 amp. But the steel looks pretty beat up. It's a.
Maybe we could convert it.
Well, it's not an original. It was originally a double neck. Somebody's pulled the back neck off of it. Anyway, I got no business looking at one, but my wife said, "What are you looking at, more guitars?" "Oh, no, honey, I got enough guitars. I'm looking at steel guitars now."
Looking for Dougie, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for Dougie, right. He asked me to keep an eye out for some extra guitars. Yes, sir.
Looking for Dave because he hasn't bought a guitar all year.
Yeah.
Slacker.
I haven't.
My question is, could we have Dustin, like on the Thursday night show, maybe do something other than piano and harmonica? Maybe bring out a guitar or bring out a different instrument, or any of the guys.
Well, one thing I don't want to turn this into is a clown show, because we're not that. And what I mean by that is everybody, what instrument they play, plays incredible. My job is to make the best music I can. Yeah, you want to switch around on a song or two. We sometimes do that. Maybe Dustin can play guitar or something, but I don't want to. That's not what we do. We're a musical band and probably one of the best bands in the country. So I don't want to get too far away from that, because that's what works. So I don't want to be up here. I can play banjo, and could turn it into a hee-haw looking show. I don't want to do that. You know, our band's really professional. I just say, so what we do is find the song, find the best way to utilize and make the song the best. You know, and Dangerous is a guitar player, and I'm this and that. I'm not saying we won't do that, you know, that we can't get up and do a song or something like that, but I don't want to turn it into, you know, that's not what we do. Yes, ma'am. No offense, Bob. I still love you.
Lynn from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Just had a question. You used to do on the Friday Night Lives, you featured one of the performers.
Yeah, I forgot about it, that's all.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you were ever going to do that again.
Well, when we get back to doing Friday Night Lives all the time, we'll probably do it. Right now, we're kind of in this mode. If you had any idea what this band, everything we have to do, it's pretty wild. You know, one night we're a blues band, next night we're a classic country band, next night we're this night we're that. So right now, from now till about April or May, our band's just kind of in this really work mode to pull all this together. So I kind of forgot about it, really. But we'll get back into that probably.
And right now, we have such limited time.
Yeah,
with the band, with 6 different singers, it's difficult to be able to showcase everybody properly. You know.
Yeah. So we're what kind of where we are now is we come up with a couple of songs and say so 2 weeks out. So I can tell you this: our next 2 songs to add to the band are, is it Meet in the Middle?
Yep.
Meet in the Middle, and what's That Rock Won't Roll,
Restless
Heart song. So those are the next 2 songs that we're working on. So all the guys in the band know that. And we've been working on Meet in the Middle for about 3 weeks, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just working on, nope, not ready yet. Sing it, but nope, not ready yet. So that's kind of but that's on top of everything else we have to do.
Jimmy Olander and his double benders.
Yeah. We're making Dangerous play all these Jimmy Olander parts that are really very difficult. So anyway, we'll get back to the single person, and that's kind of what we're doing for songs. If you ever want to know, on Tuesdays I can tell you what songs we're fixing to add. Because I'm trying to get Dustin to learn "Oh Darling" by the Beatles, and I want him to do what's that song? I heard Restless Heart singing it this weekend and went, man, it's such a good song. Dustin would kill it. "Fast Moving Train."
Yeah, that's a great tune.
It's an incredible song, and Dustin could do that. And Keith's going to sing "That Rock Won't Roll." So that's where we are with the band.
You know, if we do "Fast Moving Train," Dougie will be really happy because he'll have to play the 12-string guitar part on it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Get him another guitar out here.
Any more questions? We got about 5 minutes left here. Come on. Good morning. Where your name and where you're from?
Bob from Wisconsin. Did you guys play Linda yet?
Not yet. We need to, Steve Warner, Linda. We need to do that one.
Yeah, Linda, do you want to?
Keith and I did it in soundcheck the other day, and I think we could pull it off.
So this buddy of mine, was it Rushlow? I can't remember. One of those guys this weekend we were talking about. It was Rushlow. He said one of your favorite songs that you did was a song called "Heart Don't Fall Now." I said, yeah, I remember that was a big record. So there was a guy named Bill LaBounty. Bill LaBounty wrote 2 big hits for us. He wrote "Heart Don't Fall Now" and he wrote another song called "Used to Blue." But he also wrote "Just the Tequila Talkin'" that Richie sang for Lone Star, and he also wrote "Linda" for Steve Warner. So we're covering a bunch of my buddies' songs here in our band. Anyway, that might be something we do. That's a fun song. Linda, do you want to dance?
Oh,
yeah. Yep. Anything else? Because we're moving out here quickly. So we covered all the BOGOs for the shows, all of that. Duke Tomato, he'll be here with on February 18th. The OPO band's opening. We'll be doing the new song I stole from R.B. Stone. He doesn't know. I tried to call him yesterday and tell him I was going to take his song, but we'll be doing that.
All right, but before we go, I wanna mention that, like I always do, if you're online and you're watching us, make sure you're liking and subscribing to our pages. We have a Instagram page, we have a Spotify channel, we have a YouTube channel, we have a Facebook page. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share all of our comment. When you're commenting, make sure you just, all you have to say is, "Hi, this is such and such from somewhere." Every time you comment, it opens the algorithm up even further to spread our content to other places. So if you're online or if you have not been online yet, make sure you go subscribe to all of our channels. We have a new Facebook page for the patio, the Party on the Patio, that will have listings of all the people that are going to be there. If you want to perform on the patio, feel free to reach out to me. I am booked right now currently through April, but I do have a few spots open. So guys
Eddie,
like John are swiping them up.
Do you do the patio, Eddie?
I haven't in a while. I probably should have done. Last year I did it during the ABBA show, the disco, but I'm focused now on the stage.
The stage.
Yeah, this will be Rogers' weekend.
Why is that? Is there a?
We're going to be more mirror balls on that ABBA show than we've ever had in this building. Yeah, I'm on a mission for that show.
Bobby, do I ever talk to any of the staff from Be a Star? You know, I do. I always say this, the smartest man I know in my life is a guy named Alan Reed. He's a Jewish man, not that that has anything to do with it, but real strong New York guy. And I talk to him once in a while. He's the producer of the show. One of the producers of the show was a guy named Lang Scott. And his wife is Linda Davis, the singer Linda Davis. And I talk to those guys every now and again. As a matter of fact, Linda Davis sent me a real nice note to Roger, note to me saying, "Hi, Bobby. Lang and I said, hi, we love you. Tell Roger I want to come back to the Orange Blossom Opry." So I'm passing on that information from Linda Davis. But yeah, she's awesome. Linda Davis is, I guess I'll brag on her for a second. Y'all know who she is? Yeah, y'all know who her daughter is? You do, you don't. Her daughter's the lead singer in a band called Lady Antebellum.
Hillary Scott.
Now they're called, because of the woke stuff, now they're Lady A. I guess I didn't know Antebellum was an insult to anybody, but I don't know anything. But they're now called Lady A for whatever reason. And her name's Hillary. I've known Hillary since she was a little girl, a little baby, as a matter of fact. Remember, she used to come to Be a Star when she was a baby. I don't mean any disrespect to her. I love her and Lady A to death. But Linda Davis is a singing machine. Let me just tell you that. That's all I got to say about that. I don't want to make anybody mad or anything, but her mama's
very good singer.
Very good singer. Let's just leave it at that. Excellent, excellent singer. All right, we're rolling up, everybody. Anything else? Because we're going to close up shop. Lots of things going on at the Orange Blossom Opry. There's some pamphlets out there. Pick it up. Tell your friends about the Orange Blossom Opry. Come and see us at the Orange Blossom Opry. God bless you all. Thank you. Goodbye.